Okay, gonna replace that hotel function ND85 with a alarm lock DL4100 26D privacy function digital lock on this door, staff restroom. And I do notice that the door is rubbing on the black side, all because the slip hinges and stuff are all bent. See the gap at the top to no gap at the bottom, to a gap at the bottom, and no gap at the top. So carpenters will need to get out here and do what they do, but I'm gonna do what I do on that lock. So let me set up to start the job. Well, this one still works. The men's bathroom over there does not. So while I'm here, might as well take a look at both. Besides, I don't do it now. Do it later, or someone will. Okay, let's start taking her apart. This is probably worn out. Not even gonna bother trying to save it. Looks like they locked themselves out and they pried the door open. You know, it's paint's missing here. This is pushed in. Oh. You fix it, you likey. Okay, it's off. You've seen that a bunch of times. Let me get the template ready to go, and we'll show you some more. Okay, so this was a lever lock, so these through bolt holes are there. I'll probably make them a little bigger. They're already behind the paper, but it says the drill here for fire rated and up here for non-rated. Better off drilling both of them. To get the wires get a little cramped in there. To make this hole pretty big, you probably can use a hole saw, you know, an 1.5-inch hole saw or something, and then drill these through all the way through the door for your through bolts. So let's get these all marked. Okay, so I probably don't need that anymore. I'll put it down, I'll use it on the other door. I already have those two bolt holes. I'll make them bigger. No. Remember, it's not rocket science. This got to be close. More like hand grenades. You hit it in a general area. You hear that door? It's hitting. Dunk, dunk. Dunk, dunk. Dunk, dunk. Anyway. Okay. Make these a little bigger. Yo. Now let's start putting it all together. We'll need that a little bit. Put up the drill. The battery, remember? You can change the batteries in this. 3 screws, off. 5 AA batteries. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it back together. Battery pack rebuilt. That's sweet, huh? Need latch. The screws. There's the keys for the cylinder that's in it. Then I need the back plate. And detail pieces. I'll put that tail piece on the cylinder I made for it. I don't think I need that metal thing. Metal disc. I think that's mostly for stabilizing of the Sergeant Arrow tailpiece. I'll put it aside. I know I'll need this back plate and those screws. That goes here. Okay, so what else do I need? I'm going to need those 3 bolts. Those 2 bolts. I don't think I'll need any of this stuff, but let's show. We got a poke tool. That's a Mark poke tool. Does anybody ever use these? I'll save the strike plates. We don't have these T-strikes in style anymore. So. Okay. We have a whole bundle of wires. It says read before with the battery pack disconnected, hold down the alarm lock button for 10 seconds and release. That's to clear everything. We're not there yet. Okay, so these long bolts go through there. Let's take it apart. Finally, got it. So you can see that little clip in there. I don't know if you can see it, but right here, if you push it back, that pops off. Now, here comes the fun part. Orange and orange, orange and black, green. That's it, right? Orange, orange and black, green. Oh, then we got red and black. Red and black, orange and black, orange and orange. Oh, by the way, I'm colorblind, so I'm assuming that's what those are. That's what I see them as. Okay, that's disconnected. Now, if you notice, this is over here, but this has to get on the other side. This needs to be put over there. So I need to rehand it so that the latch is retractor. You can see it. But this is the way it's supposed to go on. Digital part outside. It wouldn't work. I gotta rehand the device. Oh, I need the keys. Oh, wait. I grabbed the keys from the other box. Let's try these keys. Let's try these keys. Oh, so much better. So, put the key in. Pop the handle off. Well, I don't need to use the handle anymore. I'll just see there's that plate in there. Let me see what kind of cylinder. Yeah, see. It's got that metal plate in there, and I'm pretty sure it's to stabilize the tailpiece on these Marks, Aero, Sargent type cylinders. Don't need that. Do not need that. Now, we gotta rehand this, so I'm assuming I can just, yeah, rehand it. I just went from here to there. Done. Comes the fun part, getting all these wires from one side to the other side. Oh, yeah. What I can probably do, I took the lock apart. Let's get this mounted in here first. That way we don't need 6 hands. Okay. Now it tells you, it says top. You want the cable to come through there. This makes it so much easier when you do it this way. Okay. Pretty sure these screws are the ones that bolt to the body. Yeah, it seems that way. So, I can talk loud today. Just teachers and students are off today. Yay! Okay. Now I don't have to hold on to this, that. This wire is all already through. I can now just concentrate on putting all these wires through. Okay, I figured out why this wasn't going on. The hole pattern is a little larger on this than it is on the other one, and it was hitting the reinforcement plate down here. But it's on now. Oops, dropped my drill. So now, but all this. Okay. So we don't need that one, and we don't need that one. But the rest have to come through. Oh, come on. Okay, so this is for an external power supply, or a button, a release button somewhere. And this is for, I think, a power supply or something. But we're not doing that. We got battery pack. So we'll just tuck those back in behind. We don't need them. Do not need that. Okay. Well, I've got it on. I did have to enlarge, not necessarily the holes, but the reinforcement plate that's between door skins to keep the door from, I had to move that out of the way, basically drill a bigger hole and open them up a little bit. That's what the problem was, both on the inside and the outside. So let's start plugging these things back to get back in together. Let's see. So we have, let's hit the green and green. Notice the plugs will probably differ. Okay. Like I said, I'm colorblind. That looks like the same colors and the plug fits. Okay, there's two. Red and black. Oh, must be from the, this is from the handle. This is what tells the lock. And you leave to unlock the keypad on the outside. Green and green, red and red, orange and orange. Orange and red. Where's my orange and orange? Oh, there's orange and orange. Orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Okay, orange. Orange. Oh. Okay, so we don't need this one. I can tuck this one back away. That's for a power supply, which we aren't using. It's gonna be a standalone, but apparently you can run battery. You can run a power supply to it, so you don't have to have this battery in here, or the battery backup, or whatever that you don't want to use it for. Okay. Try to shove as much of this stuff back in the door as possible. Give you some room for that battery to go in. I think it's rather tight in there. The only one you need out right now is this one. Okay. Now it said to read the instructions. It said to hold down the button for 10 seconds and release when the battery pack is disconnected. Connect the battery pack, wait for 3 beeps. Within 5 seconds of hearing this, press that button again until the lock starts to beep. Release. This clears all lock program data. So let's try that. So that, I think, is this AL button right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and release, right? 10 seconds is up. Okay. Oh. Now it says connect battery pack and listen for 3 beeps within 5 seconds of 3 beeps. Within 5 seconds of hearing the 3 beeps, press and hold that button until the lock starts to beep, then release the key, and this clears all the memory. Okay, so we plug this in. It beeped, and then you hold okay. Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do before I start messing with this. I'm gonna put the cylinder. these are off the master key, so nobody can walk in on you. Oh, they're off the master key the school has. It's locked on. Okay. Now, let's see, programming. It says the master code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay, that works. Yay. Okay, one done. So I'm going to change the code. So you want to go enter program mode. You hit the code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You hold the AL button right there until multiple beeps are heard, and you're now into programming mode. Note, the lock will beep every 6 seconds to remind you you're in a programming mode too. So you would put, once you're in programming mode, you enter a new personal 6-digit master code. So you're gonna go enter. So then I'm gonna hit this one, this, the new code, this again, the new code, and then this asterisk or star. Sound like a plan? So the new code's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here we go. Let's give it a try. Oh, don't need that, don't need that. I'm not going to do weekday, I'm not going to do date, not going to do time. So I'm going to go user code. Oh, I need to look up what the location number is. Let me do that. Okay. I got it in. Just had Julie's hold bigger. Since I don't do them that often, my programming skills are not up to snuff. But it's locked. So, push the button on the inside. This starts flashing, telling you there's someone in there. Keypad does not work at all until you go to leave and use the handle on the inside, resets the keypad. Or you wait about 10, 12, 15 minutes. I'm not sure exactly when, but somewhere there, either side of 13 minutes is about right. Then the keypad will work again. Okay, I'm gonna go with the other one. The next one should be easier since I know what to do ahead of time. Okay, this is the second one. Let's inspect the door. Yeah. As is expected, slip hinges are completely worn out. Door is sagging a little bit. Still closes, still locks, but we're here for that. Replace another hotel function with a digital lock. Okay, gotta change batteries. Okay, let's begin. Remember I said this one was, I didn't put the key in and it turns, that's why. That's why we're here. This one is definitely shut. Oh, look. This isn't the ND style. This is the one with the castle nut. This is the D series, the D85. Probably a better model. These were still horrible being hotel function, but the lock itself, so much more tougher than the NDs. Of course, this one's gonna be been on here a long time. Ah, boy. Don't tell me. We've got corrosion here. Oh, there we go. Got that off. Okay. It's a D series. It's got the little. When you lose that plastic piece, then it doesn't engage. With this part, which is on here, which engages in the spring pack on the inside. So let's start. Boom. Now, there is a castle nut in here. So you need the castle nut tool. Oh, don't loosen these before you take your castle nut off. I should have one in here somewhere. Okay. So this is the castle nut tool. It used to come with a little plastic one, but they all used to come with them. You gotta unthread it. Now, what made these bad is these castle nuts would loosen up on both sides. On both sides. And the person, some people would try to tighten them up. Some of our school-based employees, maintenance guys would tighten them up. But they'd always tighten them up from one side or the other until this was already through the door, binding, latch, or like on the old knob locks, they just keep tightening from the outside until they disconnect the lock from the latch. Different spring cage. See where the castle nut engages in there? All the ridges. It doesn't fall apart like the NDs. Okay, it's off. I explained to you the D25, the D series, not the ND series, it's the D series. And even made a D series clutch lock for a while. Those self-function locks are never. No, they were always rigid. I might be mistaken, but I don't think so. Okay, let me set up the template and start drilling all the holes. I don't think you need to see me drill more holes again. So, we'll get back to you later. Okay, so we know we gotta make these holes larger and move those plates out of the way. We drill here, and for our wires, for our through bolts, make that enlarge it. That way everything goes smoother together, I hope. Okay, so when I close the door, why'd you go do that? Start with a smaller bit. I think I drop everything on the floor. Good enough for who it's for. Now, let's see if I open it up large enough for the lock to go on. Okay, so what do I need? I need the latch. There's the latch. With a little luck, I won't have to change the handing on it. But it really wasn't that difficult to begin with. Okay, so that's done-ish. Grab the lock. Nope. I won't have to change the handing. It's set up properly for here. But I won't need to take it apart. Unplug all the wires. I don't need these two. I'm just gonna wrap them back around there. There's another one I don't need, I don't think. Which one was that? Oh, this one here. Don't need that one. Get that out of the way. Now, you think these are expensive, but when you compare it to the lock I just took out, it's quite affordable. By the time you buy the hotel cylinder and the hotel lock and all that fun stuff, it's almost the same price. Almost the same price. Work better. Make sure you drill the holes large enough. Okay, remember this plate goes on here, so you don't have to have three hands. sure this wire goes through here. Now it's all held together. We still have 2 more through bolts. Next exercise, what's there? I don't know what's required, but I want to put it on the other side. I put a screw here. Oh, don't do that. I'm assuming it's supposed to be lined up. Oh, come on. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. Why is it? Oh, I see. I'm hitting the bottom of that. Never mind. that's locked down. Okay, inside cover. Oh, another one bites the ground. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. That comes through there. That worked too easy. Well, happy. Oh, I know. I made the hole bigger to begin with. Okay. Now, inside handle. It isn't marked without the slot for the little plastic piece. I must have got it too tight. Good enough. Now, let's put wires in and make them disappear. Green. Then we get red and black. Red to jack. Orange and orange. Orange and orange. Them. Green and green. That is green and green, right? That is orange and black, orange and black. Or is that red and black? What is that? Oh. They connect. Green and green. Red and black, pink and black. Okay. Pink and black to red and black. Yeah. Must be. If you try and leave all them wires hanging in there, it's a struggle to get that battery in there. Probably some electricians watching cringing as I'm doing this. Cringing. Well. That's done. Okay, this one went faster. I've already got it programmed. The buttons on the inside is pushed. The red light is flashing. Well, I mean, someone is locked in there, whatever. Doesn't work. If I do this stops flashing. Oops, wrong code, come on. Green flag. It's working, okay. That was much easier to, I need to start doing more of these. Anywho. Okay, let's button her up. Cover plates on, put the stickers on. I found it easier to get to the screw that goes here that covers the battery. Take the handle off. Give you a little bit more room for screwdriver. Okay, let's make all this disappear too into that little hole. This is like the hardest part right here. Why are you being so difficult with me? Really? Really? Oh, there we go. Oh, better. Okay. What did I do with the cover plate? Okay, cover plate, here it is. Got it. The other one was easier because it was spun the other way. You got a little spot on the spindle down below. And you got these tiny little bitty screws. Don't lose them. You'll never find them. One is Felipe, and one is you'll never find that screwdriver. So I took my Felipe, small Felipe bit out of my 8-in-1 whatever. See what I mean? If your handle was there, you can get you could get a screwdriver in there. Once it's in, then you can snug her up. Oh, on the bottom, like the dust. Okay. Let's put this handle back on. Let's find the little bitty screws for here. Oh. Why aren't you lined up? No. Let me work with this. But it's on. It's on. It's working. Anywho, that's one over there. Now that I got the range on there, you push the button, you lock and put stickers on this. So, lock button, it all comes with it. one down. Okay, this one goes on the outside. Okay, I just got to put 2 screws in here and it's done. So, we'll see you in a little bit.